I want to actually respond or discuss, share some talking points for Mr. Kevin Samuel's video around, would you let him use you? And I actually put something up on my community board and people are like, what's that mean? And I actually have one of my amazing sparks that responds with such, you all that do respond, y'all don't do me like you used to do me years ago. I get 100 responses, but it's okay because y'all like to send me emails and messages. It's so funny. But she leaves these thoughtful responses and comments, which I do appreciate. And she's married. I believe she got married over 50. And so when you're married and you're over 40, you're over 50, our viewpoints tend to be a little bit different. So, oh yeah, I got my hair in. Oh, actually, you know what? Let me show y'all. So my hair is braided. I left this twist out. I like to twist it and then I twist it in here, but this is how long my hair is. So yeah, where you see the brown is kind of just got something new in. So anyways, let me respond to this. I have some notes here. So he said, would you let him use you? This is really important, especially for my women over 40, women over 30 too. And I'm gonna start making videos for my younger women in their 20s. For those of you that don't know, I've been married twice. I was married in my 20s, I was married in my 30s, I will be married in my 40s, okay? So I know some of y'all like to leave these responses, you're trolls, because you don't have pictures, you don't have comments, you make new, channels and put these comments up and you're rude. I don't know, where do y'all get this from? And yes, I've been married multiple times and I'm not ashamed of it because I was chosen, and selecting the right spouse is important. But when you realize that you've selected the wrong spouse, that's important too. Or in my case, if you realize that you weren't a great spouse, I was not a great second wife. I was not. I was not. I've done enough videos around that, but my company was the center of my life. Even beyond my kids, like getting, my company off the ground, getting it moving. I've been in business full time since 2014. So that means everything that has come into my hands that has taken care of me and my family has been 100% for my company. And most people can't do that. I had a multiple six-figure payroll and my company has generated millions in revenue. So yeah, I've done okay. But I was not a great wife. I would fall asleep, couldn't stay awake to watch a movie. I'd fall asleep at dinner. It was like a running joke. Oh, mom's falling asleep at the table. I mean, my head could literally just hit the plate because I was so tired. And I'm not proud of that at all. So again, selecting the right spouse and keeping that spouse is important as well. So most of you don't know though, that I have all three of my children are now adults, okay? And my oldest daughter has actually been married over 5 years. She's in her 20s. I have another daughter in her 20s who I probably think will be married in the next year or so, maybe 2 or 3 years. But let's just say they don't have any children out of wedlock, and I'm proud of that. I really am, because I had my first one at 19. My mother had me at 19. My grandmother was pregnant and had to get married and had her first at 19 and 6 by the time she was 25. So most of y'all don't know, I'm not like this femininity, relationship, dating coach. Number one, I'm not any of those, but I'm sharing because I have my own results, but I also have a daughter that was way smarter than me. She married a Henry. She got it right. She was way smarter than me, and I'm so proud of her. So as I'm sharing these videos, just understand this isn't something that I'm pulling out, just, playing games with y'all. Yeah, I'm getting ready to enter into a third marriage. I've downsized my company intentionally so that I could be a wife, okay? So I'm gonna share things with you, and this is why. So back to the regularly scheduled program. All right, y'all, so would you let a man use you? There's some things that he pointed out in his monologue that I want to share with you. So one was kind of like, would you decrease your standard of living? And let me share from, again, I can only give it to you from what I've experienced and lived. I made a significant amount of money in business. Could have saved more if I didn't have, the heart that I have hiring people, and just had a lot of expenses. But I lowered my standard. When I met my Superman, December 2021, I realized very quickly he was serious. He was not playing games with me. He made it known he wanted me. He made it known that he wanted, marriage was on the horizon in terms of within 2 to 3 weeks, maybe even less than that. He had asked me, do you want to get married? Not now, but like, is that something you see in your future? And I kind of was like, okay, yeah. So he never played games. He was serious from the very, very beginning. So you'll know when men are very serious. Like there's something in you that you just know. But I made a conscious decision to literally, even before I met him, I really decreased my standard of living. I'd never lived where I was at financially. I decreased all my debt. The only debt that I have is student loan debt, and the only debt I carry on credit cards are 0% interest debt. So I had a couple of big purchases recently, and on like one of my credit cards, it goes out until October 2023. And so I map out how much do I need to pay it off by October 2023. And I know if my Aunt Renee's watching, she'd be like, just pay it off, but I like to stack cash. And so that's what I'm doing. I also I maxed out my self-employed retirement. So for those of you that are going on all these trips and you're buying these Louis Vuitton shoes and these expensive bags, do you have a budget? I have a spending plan. So now I actually give myself a cash allowance instead of my credit cards, unless I'm playing the game getting cash back. So, you know, can you maintain what you're doing right now if you were to get married and you had a masculine energy man that produces, provides, okay? He's providing, he is protecting, and he's producing. Okay, he's getting up every single day and saying, I'm gonna pay all these bills, I'm gonna provide, I'm gonna protect, and I'm gonna produce. Could you live off $1,000 to $2,000 budget? And I have two people that I know, specifically know, like these are people I know, I say specifically, no, these are people that I know personally, and they live off about $1,000 to $2,000, what I call it, this is their spending money, okay? This is their allowance, and that's it. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna follow the leader. So I'm gonna put myself on like less than $2,000 a month to live off of and stack the rest and save for retirement. If we make large purchases, we'll be able to pay, I don't pay cash. I like 0% interest. But again, that's thinking through that. The next thing, he said, would you delete social media? He doesn't mess with women. Well, Kevin's saying that with social media. Here's my thought on that. And I have a company. When I met my Superman again, he just kind of overwhelmed me with love and adoration and admiration and cherishing. And I literally feel like a goddess. I really feel like I'm living heaven on earth. I've never felt this type of passion. And it's kind of like, it's very, the exchange, it's incredible. Like my grandmother was with us and she said, I see you being seductive. Like I love him. Oh my God, I love him. So I realized very quickly that social media, and I have this written down, it kind of was just like, I didn't need the attention anymore, and look, you're a woman, you like that attention, but you're not just getting attention from men, you're also getting attention from men. Do you need it? And I was like, you know what? This is kind of like a falsetto. Like, I don't need y'all to come online and, oh, I like your hair, I like your look. Like we're women. Women get complimented all the time. And men, most of the time, if men are on there showing off and stuff, they want attention to. And I just made a decision that I just am not going to have social media. So months and months and months ago, prior to this video, I deleted Instagram. I deleted Twitter. Well, what I did is I kind of hid the Instagram. I haven't logged in probably about 3, 4, 5 months. I don't know. Because there's actually just things there if I want to access, I can see. But it's not public. My Twitter, I don't think you can like take it down. I have my company information, so it's up, but I haven't posted anything for months. I deleted TikTok because I wasn't posting on TikTok, but I was like watching my daughter on TikTok, but I don't need to be on TikTok. I have YouTube, I have LinkedIn. That's it. Would you delete your social media? But then again, I'm a Leo. From a horoscope standpoint, we love attention. Oh, we love attention, okay? But I realized I get enough attention at home. And the time now when I'm home is not divested in social media. I'm reading, I'm cooking. Like I have food, I just cooked some yellow dal, yellow lentils. I am looking at new ways to improve my skincare. I don't have any, foundation or anything. I have lipstick in my microdermabrasion. I'm doing fun things. I'm like, I don't need to be on TikTok and Facebook and anything like that. And I don't need the attention. The next thing you said, would you get rid of male friends? Now, I didn't really have any male friends to get rid of. Heterosexual, homosexual, I didn't have any really to get rid of. I had one that was a friend from long ago, but after a while he liked me and I knew it, you know. But women, again, liking that attention. I met him before I was married, met him when I'm, you know, we were friends when I was married, friends after I got divorced. But then I was like, you know what, I know you like me. We're not really friends, because if the opportunity presented itself, you would accept it. And I have no male friendships. So think about that. And if it makes your significant other uncomfortable, you might be like, I have these friendships forever. Again, think about it. And your husband might be in your friend zone too. So he and I, you know, he doesn't have any female friends. I don't have any male friends. So again, think about that for your future. If he's your best friend, why aren't you married to him? Okay, sis? Okay. The drinking too much. Okay. My honey and I, we went to Papados. Now, full disclaimer, I don't like to spend a lot of money on food. I absolutely do not. I am so super frugal. Anyone that knows me, I'm just like very, very frugal. So I will cook. I don't like going out, you know, paying a lot of money for food. So we were there. We had a gift card. So, you know, he doesn't care. He could care less. But he likes to cook. I like to cook. So we were there and I noticed this woman. I said, oh my God, they had like 6 drinks. You know, the drinks are $15 a piece. They had a whole lot of food. They had 2 appetizers. They had dessert. I'm like, dang. I was like, oh my God. I ain't trying to count other people's coins, but oh my goodness. And I've noticed this, like when we go out or we're someplace, I'm like, I've noticed women do drink a lot. I've never been able to drink a lot. I've always been a one drink drunk. I think, you know, I really truly think I'm allergic to alcohol. I drink more than 1. At 2, I'm like barely able to function. But keep in mind that when you're going out with these men and you order 2 and 3 and 4 drinks, that's really expensive. So be mindful. You know, I'm about to get married. I know everything that comes into our household. Again, he was really transparent, probably within the first 2-3 months. Everything was laid out. I know everything. And I still, when we go out, you know, he always pays. I know what's coming in and what's going out. Well, we don't go out often because it's not our thing. But when we go big, like, because we travel. So if we travel, we're going out. I still don't order the most expensive thing. He'll laugh. So just keep that in mind. So those were things that I wanted to just share on that, when you let him use you. And sometimes I think that Kevin, you know, the way he presents it, I'm not offended. I've actually had a one-on-one session with him. It was a great investment, because I'm really serious about where I'm at in my life and keeping the soon-to-be amazing Superman husband I'm about to, you know, that chose me. I mean, I'm lucky, honey. I'm living the dream. And here's the last thing I have on here. How I look at my relationship is very much how I look at my business that's been very successful. I've worked with billion-dollar companies, government, amazing small businesses, some of the largest law firms in the country. I have some super cool clients. Like one day when I retire, I'm semi-retired now, but when I just kind of, everything I'm done in maybe, I don't know, 20 years, when I share, y'all gonna be like, wow. It's been awesome. But Facebook has even been one of my clients. Ooh. So anyways, all right. So I look at my relationship like this, and I look at it through the lens of like the P's. How can I add peace? And some of this I learned from MJ Harris. How can I add peace? How can I add pleasure? How can I be his paradise? And how can I solve problems? That's how I always think in my business. How can I solve problems? So I'm looking at, and how can I offer praise, right? When he comes in, I want to be his peace. Recently, I had to stay home for a couple of weeks due to something I had done in doctor's order. So I just started waiting for him on the porch. I couldn't really do anything. And so we started walking to the mailbox. We live in a beautiful neighborhood. And that's like our thing now. Every day we walk to him. I'm like so excited when he gets home. Gives a big hug and kiss. Like, hey, baby. Like I didn't see him in the morning, that morning. And it's our thing, but it just adds, you know, pleasure and peace. And again, paradise. I try to be very, you know, as much as I can, physically attractive, and that's it. So again, more so for my women that are over 40, but my young women too, I'm gonna be talking to y'all because again, I have daughters in their 20s. One has already been married for over 5 years, happily married. And didn't, you know, I don't have any grandchildren yet, but soon. I'm not gonna overshare on announcement stuff, but I'm gonna ask my daughter about that. But yeah, so my younger ladies, I was in the chiropractor the other day, and there's a young woman in her 30s there, and I talked to her. I was like, hey, how's your dating going? So the one other lady there was like, that works there, was like, what? You know, that was funny you asked her that. I said, why? I said, you've been married over 20 years, right? She said, yeah. I said, when'd you get married? She said, oh, about 24. I said, you had all your kids by 30, right? She's like, yeah. I said, why aren't you talking to her? She's like, I never thought about it. Young women, if you don't have older women around you, and I'm older, okay, I'm mature, talking to you about men and marriage and how you can be sweet and kind and get that man, whether he's high value or not, honey, you want a protector. You do not want a dusty man, okay? You don't want no feminine energy man that you got to support, that you got to love and have, you know, be intimate with. He don't want to work. You want a man like that? No. But there are men, and it don't matter if he is a high value, if he's high quality and he loves you, he adores you, he protects you, he provides for you, he produces so that your money goes into the household. I call my money the fun free, do whatever the freak we want money. Y'all don't cuss, but yeah. Today, like, I'm like talking to him, I'm like, let's get an RV. Like, let's think about traveling, even though he'll never retire. But what can you do to add value, okay? So as always, y'all, thanks so much for watching. Who's gonna be at the spark to ignite the conversation below? It makes me happy when y'all leave me some comments, and share this video and watch the video I had if you're married. It says the 12 reasons why you want to stay married. Your first marriage, y'all, needs to be your last marriage, because let me tell you, you think the grass is greener and then you get on the other side like, damn, there's a lot more to deal with, and it can work, but there's a lot more to deal with on the other side. It is not, it's amazing, but that first marriage, if you can make it work, because you're going to have highs and lows in relationships, make it work, okay? So anyways, I appreciate y'all watching my videos. Make sure you subscribe, share, and leave me a comment, and let me know what other questions you have. And join my Patreon society. I don't know if I'm going to, you know, create courses, content. I love sharing this. And I'm telling you, I want y'all to live your best lives being wives. And if you don't want to be a wife, don't subscribe to my, well, subscribe for business content, but don't watch my videos, because I'm all about relationships. I really do believe in relationships, and there is power in couples. There is power in having a protector. There is power in having someone that you can honor and respect and praise and admire and appreciate. And there's just honor and growth for you as a woman, okay? So if that's not what you want, this ain't what you want, okay? You happy being an independent woman, girl, go ahead, be independent, because I want to be with you. I'm self-sufficient, but I love having a man, okay? And you ain't got to play this damsel in distress stuff either. Some of it, you know, I don't do a whole lot, because he's a man. He wants to open my doors, and he loves me. He wants to protect me. But you don't have to play too crazy with that. It's ways to flirt. It's ways to show need. But let me stop this video. Thanks as always for watching, y'all. See you in the next video. Peace.